Tip number 1. Drink a glass of water before you dive into a calorie-laden snack. Occasionally thirst may be confused with starvation, so if you drink water first, you may sense less hungry. Herbal tea, unsweetened, and flavored sparkling water are exact options in case you're yearning greater than plain water. Tip number 2. After dinner is the most common time to take pleasure in mindless consuming. Sitting in the front of the television, you do not be aware of the number of calories you consume. Attempt forbidding middle-of-the-night snacking, or plan for an extremely low-calorie snack, consisting of half a cup of low-fat ice cream or 100-calorie of cookies, at a positive time. Tip number 3. Moderation is the important thing to enjoying wealthy ingredients. You don't need to dispose of them completely. However, you may attempt shopping for handiest, a small part of sweet in preference to a bag, or shopping for one fresh bakery cookie as opposed to a full box. Tip number 4. It is difficult to reduce energy whilst you're continually hungry. People who consume 4 to 5 small food a day document much less starvation and are better ready to govern their weight. Divide your daily meals consumption into small meals and snacks and spread them in the course of the day. Try to consume more in advance. Make dinner the remaining time you consume in the day. Tip number 5. Protein is extra pleasurable than carbohydrates or fat, plus, it continues you feeling complete for an extended time. Protein is also important for protection of muscular tissues. Choose healthful proteins such as lean meats, seafood, egg whites, soy, nuts, beans, or yogurt and low-fat dairy merchandise. Tip number 6. Flavorful ingredients also can help you feel happy and complete. You can now not devour as an awful lot if the food is full of taste. Spices or chilies can help season your food, or try consuming a crimson warm fireball candy in case you're yearning a candy. Tip number 7. Stock up your kitchen with wholesome snacks and components earlier. In case you realize you have got the makings of a quick, healthy meal at home, you can keep away from the quick food line. Some true staples to preserve reachable include complete grain pasta and breads, frozen vegetables, low-fat cheese, canned beans and tomatoes, salad vegetables, and pre-cooked bird breasts. Tip number 8. Ordering kids' quantities in restaurants is a famous way to maintain intake to an affordable degree. Using smaller plates to make your quantities appear larger is a similar tactic. You're more likely to experience happy when your plate seems full. Tip number 9. Swapping one portion of starch, about a cup, for vegetables saves about 100-200 energy. Doing this for 12 months can cause an entire drop in dress or pants size. Tip number 10. Skipping breakfast is an awful idea for those searching to lose weight. A few research show that skipping breakfast makes weight loss extra difficult, because it ends in starvation and capability overeating in a while within the day. Healthful breakfast alternatives consist of moderate fiber grain cereals, low-fat milk and dairy merchandise, and fruit. Tip number 11. Most individuals do not eat enough fiber. It's Miles advocated ladies get about 25 grams a day, on the identical time as guys ought to eat about 38 grams. Fiber has quite a number of health advantages. It assists with digestion, lowers levels of cholesterol, and forestalls constipation. Fiber can also help those on a weight loss plan by making you sense greater complete. Dietary sources of fiber encompass beans, complete grains, and oatmeal, as well as vegetables and end result. Tip number 12. Weight loss is even more difficult whilst you are confronted with the presence of forbidden or unhealthy meals. Clean your pantry of fattening meals. And in case you need an occasional deal with, pick out it up on your day-by-day walk. Tip number 13. A practical weight loss goal is to lose about 1-2 pounds a week. Just as it takes time to position on weight, it also takes time to take it off. Don't anticipate immediate or overly rapid results. Increased expectancies can only set you up for disappointment and giving up. Fitness advantages start when you've misplaced just 5% till 10% of your frame weight. Tip number 14. Folks that weigh themselves often have a tendency to do better with weight loss, however do not weigh yourself every day. Daily fluctuations can lead to discouragement. Weigh yourself once a week on the equal time of day, preferably inside the equal form of apparel and on the same scale. Tip number 15. Sleep deprivation reasons hormonal imbalance that may make weight loss extra tough. Specifically, weight loss sleep ends in excessive degrees of ghrelin, which stimulates the appetite. Likewise, leptin, a hormone that alerts when you are full, is produced in low tiers whilst sleep is lacking. You'll sense more healthy and fuller in case you get good enough sleep. Tip number 16. Forget about the supersize mindset. Use measuring cups and a kitchen scale to measure your portion sizes for the first couple of weeks. The usage of smaller plates and glasses could make it simpler to limit yourself to practical component sizes. Restaurant food may be split into 2 quantities, and snack meals need to be portioned out earlier. Never snack immediately from a large field of food. Tip number 17. Increase your consumption of fruits and vegetables. In case you devour greater of those nutritious foods, you'll experience fall due to the fact they are excessive in water and fiber. This is one instance in which consuming extra meals can assist with weight loss. Tip number 18. Restrict your alcohol consumption. Alcohol is referred to as a supply of empty calories because it provides energy without nutritional advantage. A bottle of beer has around 153 energy, a pitcher of wine has around 125. Experience alcoholic beverages on weekends handiest, with 1 day-by-day drink for women and no extra than 2 for men. Tip number 19. Chewing sugar-unfastened gum can help with cravings and help reduce starvation. Fresh breath is an added advantage. Sugar-unfastened gum should not replace your ordinary healthful food selections even though, and do not overdo it. Sorbitol, a sugar alcohol now and again used to make sugar-free gum, can purpose diarrhea in a few instances. Tip number 20. The act of recording, in writing, what you eat makes you greater aware about what, how lots, and when you are eating. The give-up end result is normally a reduced caloric consumption due to heightened attention. Studies additionally display that regularly keeping a meal's diary can lead to greater weight loss than that found in folks that did no longer hold a diary. Tip number 21. Deal with yourself whilst you hit milestones and desires. Set small, potential goals, and praise yourself for meeting them. Reward yourself with a purchase or interest, but do not succumb to the temptation to reward yourself with food. Tip number 22. Encourage your family and loved ones to help you lose weight. They may be capable of being a part of you in adopting a more healthy lifestyle. They also can cheer you on when you sense discouraged and talk you out of giving up.